Thank you.
You're doing good?
Yeah.
So, with the new album, named Tightened, you had Logan Matter.
Yes.
Produce it, mixed, mastered. So what did he actually bring to the table with this album? You know.
Yes, it was the first time that we have chosen an American producer to mix our album, and I will say this could be a risk, because you know Logan Mader, although he's a well-known producer that he has produced many big bands like Machine Head, Gojira, Cavalera, Conspiracy, he didn't have an experience with an orchestra, but he did an amazing job. He had a very difficult job, because you know, in order to find the correct balance between the orchestra and the metal part is not the easiest thing to do. And I think our decision to choose Logan Mader was really a correct one. As I said, he made the production a step forward for the band, and we are really pleased with the final result.
So was there any sort of obstacles when you were like making the new album?
No.
Especially, you know, like working with a new producer, like, you know.
No. We follow the same procedure as usual, you know. We focus on our creation. We had some concerns about how to overpass the Great Mass, which was the most successful album for Septic till the new one, till the Titan. But you know, the concerns fade out during the composition process, you know.
So when you worked with the orchestra, this is your third time to work with them?
Yes, it is. Yes, the third time for Septic, but I have worked many times with them, with my other band Chaos Star and some other projects.
Do you find that it, you know, as far as, you know, working with arrangements and stuff, was it a little bit different, or was it an easy thing to do? You know, basically, you know, you walk in and know what you want, and they know what you want.
Yes. You know, I have studied classical music. Okay. And I have studied orchestration, composition.
So you have a mindset of...
Yeah. No, you have to be really, how to say, to give them as many details as you can in order the recording session to go really smooth and well, because you pay a fortune there. You know, it's not an easy.
Oh, it's not cheap.
You pay a lot of money to them, you know, and if you create mistakes or you will not do correct your job, it will cost you a lot of money. You have to be perfect, you know. I have studied classical music. It is always a challenge for me to compose for an orchestra and orchestrate, and I think this was our best session with the Prague Philharmonic.
So how long does it take you to sort of prepare, you know, knowing what you want to go in with the orchestra? Does it take you, you know, a few weeks or a few months, or is it's always ongoing?
It depends. It goes parallel with the other guys, because I'm responsible for the orchestra. Some people, the guys give me the metal parts, I orchestrate, I add some of my ideas. Sometimes I give my orchestral ideas to them. You know, it goes like that. And when I have the deadline for the Prague Philharmonic Orchestra, I can stay 1 month working for the orchestration.
Nice. Can you give us sort of like a broad thinking behind the new album? Is there something that you did different compared to the Great Mass? You know, is this like, you know, with the new one, with Tightened?
Yes.
Did you go and thinking different with it, or, you know?
Well, we said in our first meetings that we don't want to create the Great Mass number 2. And our vision was to go the band a step forward and to create a more dark album. That is the reason we set aside some melodic, lyrical parts in order to don't create, how to say, to don't ruin this dark character of the album. And we have in Bern's song we have a lyrical part on the second part. We don't have so many melodic ideas. Our vision was for more a guitar-driven album with many dark elements. Of course, with our biggest weapon, which was the orchestra use.
Right, right. So what were your sort of favorite moments making this album? You know, coming out of the recording studio, like what do you remember is sort of
when
like the highlights?
For me, of course, the highlights was with the orchestra.
Yes, yes.
It's an amazing experience to be in this studio with these amazing musicians, and it's a huge orchestra. You know, we have nearly 60 set pieces of strings and woodwinds. And we had also brass and percussion and
a lot of responsibility. And,
yes. Yeah. But it's you know, your efforts will be awarded when you're listening to the result from the orchestra. You know, it's an amazing feeling.
Very satisfying.
Amazing feeling. Yeah.
Nice, nice.
Of course, also when we had the final result from Moloch and Mader, you know, you can see there all your work that has been completed.
Right.
You know.
So I mean, you've been, you know, sort of in the industry for a very long time.
Yes.
So, you know, compared to what you did, you know, 20 years ago, what would you, you know, say to now? Like, you look at back, what are sort of the things that you would have done differently, or maybe change?
No. Although we are a band from the 90s. I cannot say that many people knew the band before Communion, and we didn't have a big label, and also the reason that we were not so active touring, because you have to tour, you know, touring, make shows and this kind of stuff, was because I was studying in England composition, orchestration, and also my brother Seth was studying fine arts. If I would change that, it would not be, you know, the result of Titan.
That's right.
You know, it's I will say I can separate two periods for Septic Flesh. The one which is from 90s till the split.
That's right. You had the split.
Yes,
so.
And then we have the second period, which was the most active one.
Yeah.
Although we are a band from 90s, I would say that the last 7 years we are active.
It's a new chapter for you guys.
Of course, a new chapter which
it's a different Septic.
Yes. Before that, we had a name in the underground scene, especially in France, but not something more. In US, as example, everybody met the band in 2009 with a tour with Cradle of Filth and Satirical. You know, for US and North America, we are a new band.
So here's a question for you: like, if it wasn't black metal, you know, obviously it's a genre of music,
course,
whatever.
Mainly they say to us we are symphonic death metal, but you know, I don't like these labels because
the categorization
it's for the music stores, you know.
That's right.
The shelves.
That's right. So you know, for you, it's just creating music, and you know, the fans appreciate it, and they come up to the shows, and
of course,
then the support, right? So
and all these years we have create the character of the band that you know, we never betrayed our fan base.
Yeah,
you know,
you're true to what you do.
Each of our work has something to say, has a meaning, and that is the reason. Although we are many years, you know, we don't have so big discography. You know, we don't record an album every 1 year or 2 years.
But you have lots of road stories to tell because you've been doing it for so long. So.
Yes. As I said, we focus, we experiment, we always try to create something new, something fresh in comparison with our previous releases, and it's the thing that we do always.
Yeah. So right now you're currently on tour.
Yes.
And how is the tour going so far?
It's going really well, really well. The package is really good. We have toured many times with Flesh God Apocalypse.
Yes.
We made last year a European tour. We did 2 months ago a tour in Australia. You know, these two bands are really
and they're very solid
on this symphonic
very solid
style.
So what are your plans? I mean, the tour runs for at least 6 weeks?
No.
A lot longer.
No, less.
Less than that.
Around 19 shows.
Okay.
In North America, and we have 2 shows in Mexico.
So do you guys have plans for a midsummer thing, or are you looking to like a fall?
Well, we have a
Tour.
festival in Germany, the Summer Breeze.
Okay.
And we are coming really soon in North America. I cannot say more things, but we are coming really soon, really soon.
Awesome. All right, I want to thank you very much for this interview, and I appreciate the time.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.